Well, hey everyone, here we are coming live from Seattle, Washington. My name is Michael Woodward. I am the co-founder and vice president of the board of Traction, which is Trans Community Action. We'll tell you a little bit more about that, and then we'll get started. So Traction was, it stands for, it's an acronym actually. It stands for Trans Community Action. And we were founded in 2019, just about 2 years ago actually. And we're a 501c3 nonprofit organization, all trans-led, based in Washington State. And our mission is to cultivate connection and visibility for trans and gender non-binary people through community service in support of underserved communities. What that means is that we recognize that there needs to be a societal shift in how trans and gender diverse people are seen and understood in the world. We believe the best way to create change is not just to be visible, but to show up. To demonstrate our humanity by working together with our cisgender allies through community service projects, building relationships and collaborative partnerships along the way that lift up the most vulnerable among us. So far in our short history, we've produced the 2019 Emerge Gender Summit, supported the Bellevue College Immersion Program, co-supported the all-virtual Seattle Trans Pride Plus just last summer. And perhaps most significantly, we've played a key role in the LGBTQ Asylum Seekers, Immigrant and Refugee Coalition by providing safe housing and support for transgender refugees seeking asylum in the United States. During the pandemic, in lieu of in-person activities, we have presented a series of empowering speakers, artists, and storytellers as part of our Emerge series showcasing trans and non-binary performers. And now we're bringing you Vibes, our biggest event yet. So that's the action part of Traction, and we're working on a lot more. We're also here to bring together our community in celebration of our beautiful and authentic selves as trans and gender diverse people, and to create a sense of belonging. Our Emerge 2020 virtual series in 2021 now features the words and performance art of our diverse and talented community. I welcome you to join us. All you have to do to become a member of Traction is to join our mailing list. So to learn more about Traction or to make a donation, we are a nonprofit, of course, please visit our website at tractionpnw.org. I also want to introduce to you Jasmine, who's our signer, our ASL interpreter right now. And Jasmine will be joined by Lauren, who will join us later in the show. So we have a really, really tight list of things to happen tonight. So I'm not going to waste any more time. I want to bring up our MC for the evening. I'll be popping in from time to time, but Donnie's going to lead us through most of the show. So Donnie Cianciato is an old friend of mine. I've known him for quite some time now. We kind of knew each other back in Tucson, and then he moved to New York about the same time I moved to Seattle. And Donnie's a transmasculine musical theater performer based in New York City. He made his off-Broadway debut in Southern Comfort at the Public Theater. And if you aren't familiar with Southern Comfort, that's the story of Robert Eads, who was a trans man who died of ovarian cancer back in the late 90s yeah, anyways, it was on Showtime or all those things. Yeah, anyway, Donnie, his full bio and everybody's bios are on our website at tractionpnw.org/vibes. So you can read all about him there. And I'm not going to stammer anymore. I'm going to turn it over to Donnie, who's much more adept at this. So Donnie, take it away.
Everybody. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have a really amazing lineup of trans and non-binary performers who are going to probably perform for the next 3 hours for you. So I hope you don't really have anywhere to go. And if you do, you shouldn't, because they're epic. So stay where you are and watch this, because it's going to be good. And thank you, Michael, for introducing having me. As Michael said, we know each other from when we were both living in Tucson, Arizona, which is such an amazing place for trans people to live. It's all right. It could be worse. It could be Indiana. But Michael invited me to be a part of this tonight, and I'm coming at you live from my apartment in Queens. I dressed up for the occasion because this is actually a onesie, and you can't see the rest because from up here it looks good, but from down here it looks like a fat toddler in a spandex pillowcase. So I'm gonna actually sing this first song of the evening to you sitting down, like I have literally done everything else since March. This song is one of my favorites to sing. Granted, I have not been working, so we're gonna start this off with a crapshoot. Are you so excited? All right, here we go. Also, I don't know if the music's gonna play. This is all thrilling. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Bonus! Oh, yeah. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Flies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. This old world is a new world and a bold world for me. For me. This is the part of the song that the piano player really gets to rock out to. So take it ASL interpreter, rock out. Let's see those moves. That's much better than anything I could do. All right, here we go. I turned it off. Oh, tech. I love tech. Hold on, wait. I can get back. Here we are. All right, we're back. Never happened. Stars when you shine, you know what I mean. Scent of the pine, you know what I mean. Our freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, a new life, a new way for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Oh, I feel so good. I'm feeling good. Now I can turn it on. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with all of us entertainers who are not tech people, have never been tech people, and all of a sudden have had to pivot into doing all of this tech stuff on top of performance and publicity. And I mean, it really is shocking that this is something that people do for a living. So to all of you tech people out there, you're geniuses. Thank you for what it is that you do. I did see somebody said they like this show tune version of Feeling Good. And that is actually, it's from a show. It's called The Roar of the Grease Paint, The Smell of the Crowd, if I remember correctly. So check it out because there's a good version of it. I think, I don't know if Michael, are you going to come back for a little bit here, or there's a digital audio backlash between his vocal and the backup tracks. Yeah, thank you. That's okay. It's the only one I'm doing tonight. So everything else should run much more smoothly. Okay, I don't see Michael coming back. So we're just gonna move on with the show. Let me just check here because, oh, all right. This next entertainer that we are bringing up is someone that I have actually had the pleasure of working with in person here in New York with Trans Voices Cabaret. Where's my list? There you are. I hope that we can see you immediately. Hi, Mia. This is Mia Byrne. And Mia is in San Francisco right now?
Yes.
Yes. All right. San Francisco award-winning performer, songwriter, and activist, and the first trans woman to be featured as a solo performer at the San Francisco Dyke March. Which who knew? Now we know.
Now we know.
So you're gonna take this away now, and I think I'm gonna disappear. I can't wait to hear you sing again.
Oh, thank you so much, and thank you so much. It's Jasmine, yes. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to start out with a song that did win an award at the Trans Trenders Music Awards in 2019. And it's about queer community in the metaphor of a falling down house. So here you go. Plaster, wood and slate, the floorboards creak and the plumbing leaks. Nothing much about it straight. It's made it through the big ones, the fires that burned all around. Somehow it's still standing on less than solid ground. We live on a fault line, old house that sways. The earth starts shaking, it could all fall down and break. We live on a fault line, dangerous place to be. So far this house has made it, maybe so will we. There's cracks in the foundation, there's ripples in the glass. One spot on the staircase, see it to the past. Height marks by the basement door. Family is long gone. We don't know what's become of them, but this old place is wrong. We live on a fault line, old house that sways. When the earth starts shaking, it could all fall down and break. We live on a fault line, dangerous place to be. So far this house has made it, maybe so will we. And it's hard to keep a balance when you're straddling that line. Who to blame when things go wrong? Who to praise when things go right? When the ground is trembling and everything is a fight, we should hold on to each other, hold on with all our might. place like most old good things do. New curtains and a coat of paint, at least the bones are strong and true. So many things get lost in time, it's a wonder we survive. We live on a fault line, it makes us feel alive. We live on a fault line, old house that sways. When the earth starts shaking, it could all fall down and break. We live on a fault line, dangerous place to be. So far this house is making, and maybe so will we. Maybe so will we, yeah. We live on a fault line. Awesome. I just wanted to let you all know that every single artist here has a tip jar. There's a virtual tip jar. There may be a little thing that comes in under like right here where my hand is to tell you what that is. We all have Venmos or PayPals or something. Mine is my name at Mia Byrne. And yeah, it's so wonderful. Thank you so much to Traction, to Michael, for asking me to do this and to open the show. It's really, really fun to, thank you so much everyone who's commenting. It really means a lot to get feedback. One of the hardest things about this time as a person who performs or has performed, I would be performing 4 nights a week live, is not being able to see my audience most of the time right now. So your comments, the fact that I can see how many of you are in the room, it means so very much to me. So thank you all for tuning in. This next song, I actually wrote in Seattle. I dreamed this song, completely dreamed it, 100%, and woke up out of my dream and wrote it down. And then I Googled it the next day after I'd woken up the second time. And I was like, there's no way I wrote this song because it sounds like an old soul song, but I did, and here it is, and it's called Don't Hurt No One No More, and it was the first single off of my album As I Am, which is on my Bandcamp. So here we go. There was a moment, a sweet, sweet moment when you gave to me all the emotion, every bit of love you could wrangle free. Forever was in reach, so it seemed, but I couldn't let that be. I don't hurt no one no more. Don't hurt no one no more. There was a memory, a sweet, sweet memory of what could have been. Watching velvet sunrise cross the circles round your eyes in our unmade bed. Believe me, all I told you was true. I just couldn't give myself to you. I don't hurt no one no more. Don't hurt no one no more. Oh, sugar darling, I can't keep falling. My love only causes pain. So here we are, baby. I don't know if I'll make it to my own bitter end. I've got so much to uncover, to learn to be your lover, let alone your friend. So please let me move on. I wish I didn't have to be gone. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. So yeah, this is my bedroom / home studio in the Castro. It is yeah. So weird not being able to travel, because I go off in between Seattle and New York and Los Angeles and Boston, and so it's been interesting sort of just getting to know San Francisco all over again in a different kind of way. But yeah. Anyway, this is a song I wrote in New York right before Hurricane Sandy, and it's also on my album As I Am. But yeah, I wrote it sort of, just as a rock song about the Hudson River flooding. And later on, when I was putting my record together, which was my first record post-transition, I realized I was kind of talking about the people who try to keep us from transitioning, and you know who those people are, and so the song is about rebelling against them, really. But yeah, anyway. I'll stop explaining and keep playing. When you're lost in the reeds and the rushes, with the cattails tall as your head, and Dad and I get caught in the mud, I'll leave you gone for dead. The tide comes and you'll be splashing when the waves come up to your knees. And I mess with the wide, wide river, it's gonna leave you begging, please. It looks so safe when the water's low and the bugs come buzzing up high around your head when you walk through the bushes. That's where you're gonna die. It sure looks pretty when the sun sinks low, the rays turn pink in the trees. But you better not mess with the wide, wide river, it's gonna leave you begging, please. Ooh. Won't show you no mercy, stronger than you'll ever be. All it wants is to sweep you away from the Gulf to the sea. Most folks will go down, don't come back. When the searchers they find them washed out. You don't want to step, you'll get next in line. Don't you even have one doubt. When the bastard tide comes around for you, it ain't no counter. Better not mess with the wide, wide river, it's gonna leave you begging for me. The sun turns to the trees, it's gonna bring you to your knees. All right. Well, we've come to the end of my portion of the show. I really do hope you'll stick around. Some of my favorite people are playing, including one of my dearest friends, Laura Americo, who, if you don't know her, she's an incredible Indigenous folk singer, badass writer. We've been buddies for a while now, and I love her and her family so much. And my friend Joe Stevens is one of the co-headliners, along with Emily Brennett. And I just stick around. This is going to be such a great night, and I'm honored to be the artist to bring you in. And again, thanks to Jasmine and all of our interpreters, because you make this show accessible to so many more people. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you. So this song, it's actually the last song I wrote the last time I was in New York, literally as I was on my way out the door to catch a bus up to Boston to see a friend of mine, and then go back to West Coast, and we didn't know then what was going to happen. But yeah, it's a song of hope. It's a song that's out of tune. Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you. Till the next time I see you. Till the next time I'm here. Till the next time we're all together. May your light be bright, may the road be clear. Till tomorrow, till next week, till next month, till next year, till the next time we're together, till the next time we're all here. Good friends are hard to find. Keep them close in your heart and your mind. Friends like you are rare indeed, with so much love for a friend in need. Till the next time we raise a glass. Till the next time, may those moments quickly pass. Till the next time we share a song. Till the next time we're together, hope it won't be too long. Till the next time. Ooh, you can sing along with that at home if you want. Till the next time. Ooh, till the next time. Ooh, may your light be bright, may the road be clear. Thank you sincerely. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, everybody's wonderful comments. Oh my God. Connie.
Thank you so much, Mia. That was all beautiful.
Oh, my pleasure.
Did you say you wrote that song before
Literally,
the pandemic hit?
literally like a week before the country shut down. It was the the last song I wrote on my way out of New York. It was yeah.
Wow, that is something. You know what that means? That means you need to write a song about everything going back to before, but better.
Yeah.
And then next week it'll all change again.
Yeah. That was not the finger. That was a crossed finger. Sorry.
At first I was like,
sorry, buddy.
Okay. So you don't like that idea, is what I'm getting. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure,
Mia.
and I can't wait to do something else with you. I'm so glad that we reconnected on this.
Yes, this has been great. I mean, if there's a silver lining to the situation, it's being able to work with people across the country like this, because otherwise we wouldn't have this option.
Indeed. All right.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank everybody. One more time, please make some noise for Mia. And if you have not figured it out by now, there is a tip jar. There is a way for you to tip all of the entertainers that you see here this evening. You have to go to the website. The site is popping up on your screen there, attractionpnw.org/vibes. So tonight's, when you go to the website, you're looking for tonight's event, and every single entertainer will have a bio and where they can be found online, their social media handles, and then also ways to tip them. So they've included PayPals, Venmos, some performers have Cash Apps, some performers have SoundClouds and stores where you can actually buy their albums or buy their music. And of course, right now, we're all struggling. If you have a couple of dollars to throw to a musician, we really need it. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for having the option, Traction, of tipping the performers. So please make sure you go scroll through. You can see every single person who's going to perform tonight, and you can tip everybody that way. All right. I think our next entertainer is here and ready, but I'm going to wait for confirmation before I bring them on. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
All right.
Hi.
This is Cooper John Uglow.
That's right.
Hi, Cooper. All
Hi.
right. So Cooper is our next entertainer. And again, you can go to that website so you can tip Cooper. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you.
I'm not much for talking, so I'm just going to start playing. I will say this is the first show I've ever done with ASL, and it's incredibly humbling and really, really cool. I just want to shout out those people. You're doing such a cool thing. I might actually bring someone on the stage with me when this is all over to do this. It's really something else. This one's called Take a Number. You're waiting for a revolution. You're not gonna get one at the bar. You're hoping for an institution to tell you who you think you are. Feeling sore, feeling sore, feeling sore, feeling sore. You look into a constellation to tell you which face to put on today. You're posing like an installation, soaking up all the applause. Feeling sore, 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 sore, feeling sore. Oh, feeling sore, feeling sore, feeling sore, feeling sore, sore, feeling sore, feeling sore, feeling sore. Thanks. I love that. Soar is that's really cool. I'm learning a lot. I've been meaning to learn ASL actually, so this is kind of a lesson for me. I'd take notes, but my hands are tied. Hands are tied up. Okay, this next one is called A Devil on Both Shoulders, and it's about sexual positivity. Bones, blood, and muscle and skin. You're teaching me the right ways to sin. I want a devil on both shoulders. And somehow I think you won't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. No, no, no. I don't mind. Too much at all. Love all the time, baby, if it weren't such a crime. I want a devil on both shoulders. Somehow I bet you won't mind. Do you mind? I don't mind. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Some might even call it holy, yeah, yeah, yeah. Some might even call it holy, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. Where do you end? Where do I begin? Where do you end? Where do I begin? Where do you end? Where do I begin? All right, thanks. That's not released yet, but the one before it is released as a single already on my Bandcamp. You should check it out. It's only $1. This one is also on an album that I put out last year, and it's about protest. It's called We Were Meant to Chant Them Down. With our sounds of love. There's a book you wanna read that hasn't yet been written. Take up a pen and make believe. Give out the dream you're living, and dream the dream
their dreams right back. We weren't meant to leave this town. We weren't meant to be tied down. We weren't meant to chant them down with our sounds of love. Of love. We weren't meant to be tied down. We were meant to leave this town. No, we were meant to chant them down with our sound of love, of love, of love.
Thanks. That's a good tip, Michelle, Aaron. Although I prefer to be heard, not seen. but that's a good tip. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, this next one is also, how are we doing on time? Looks like I'm still good on time, I guess. I got at least one more for you. Okay, good. Then I got two more for you. This one is also out. It's called Gemini. It's on the same album as the last track. You go alone and I'll stay right here. Living alone ain't no way to feel. Become alive as the sun falls away. And in your mind, it's only a brand new day. I know you're
you'll make it. I know you'll make it somehow. I know you'll make it, Gemini. You're all I want and all I care to feel. You're all I see and all I know is real. We come alive as the sun falls away. And in your mind, it's only a brand new day. I know we'll make it. I know we'll make it somehow. I know we'll make it. I know we'll make it somehow. I know we'll make it. I know we'll make it somehow. I know we'll make it, Gemini. Gemini.
Okay, I got one more. Just gotta switch guitars. Okay, this one is brand spanking new. In fact, it's so new that I had to finish writing the lyrics just so this ASL individual could do them for me. So hopefully I remember them. You probably know them better than I do. We'll see. Thanks for having me, everyone, by the way. This is so cool. I actually used to live out in the Pacific Northwest, in Olympia and Portland, so it's great to be included in an organization that is based out of there. I really miss living there sometimes. All right, this one's called Where There's a Will, There's a War.
Spring in my step is reverberating. They're standing in lines. We're stepping in rhymes. I don't remember the rest. La, da, da, da. I could fly away, but you'd be left to stay. And that just won't do. The head of our coup, so blue. Where there's a will, there's a war. Where there's a will, there's a war. Spring in my step is reverberating, 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 reverberating.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Cooper, so much. That was great. Great to hear from you in North Carolina. I just wanted to remind folks that the tip jar is available for folks. Just go to our website and look up the artist, and you'll find their Venmo or whatever it is they're using. Some people use Cash App. They really appreciate your support. As Donnie mentioned, and several people have mentioned, you know, they've been out of work mostly for the last year. And so we need to do everything we can to support them. So coming up next, you may notice a theme that we keep saying, like Cooper just finished writing his song, and we kind of just put this show together in the last week or two. I didn't really give Michelle enough time to prepare. So instead of performing live for us, we're gonna play a video for Michelle. But that is not to say that Michelle is not the real deal, because she sure is. If you look at her website, I really encourage you to go to her YouTube channel and check out some of her music. She's been playing for years and years. She used to have a contract with Elektra Records. But a little bit about her bio. She's an alternative Americana, blues, country, indie, Latin, pop, rock songwriter, artist from Nashville. She grew up playing music in Hollywood clubs and meeting and playing with some very famous people before they themselves ever got famous, including Richard Elliott, Danny Elfman, and Katie Seagal. Everybody knows Katie Seagal from TV, right? Brian Mann, and just a few other, just tons of folks. I mean, she's just really impressed me. I want to go to Nashville and check her out live and in person as soon as we get the chance. Meanwhile, she's also the subject of a documentary called Tipping the Scales, which details her personal journey as an openly transgender woman and an activist in the LGBT community. So, Amy, are we ready to roll her video? Please welcome Michelle Rockinghorse out of Nashville.
On the bottom line, you don't care cause you lost your mind. You wish life was good and things were fine. Doing time on the bottom line, you don't care cause you lost your mind. You wish life was good and things were fine. Cause there ain't no living like the bottom line. Came the warning of the small town waking up. She was toasted and a little roasted from the tequila in her cup. But a little chili lime and things were fine and always right with the world. Hot damn, she's got a man who likes living with a country girl. Some say he came to see if his wife was right. running round. Yeah, I think I saw her with that salesman who come to town. They headed for the station 3 miles from the truck stop. His car was dragging toilet paper, jamming to hip-hop. Doing time on the bottom line. You don't care 'cause you lost your mind. You wish life was good and things were fine. Doing time on the bottom line. You don't care 'cause you lost your mind. You wish life was good and things were fine. 'Cause there ain't no living like the bottom line. On the bottom line, you don't care 'cause you lost your mind. You wish life was good and things were fine. Yeah, doing time on the bottom line. You don't care 'cause you lost your mind. You wish life was good and things were fine. 'Cause there ain't no living like the bottom line.
Hi, everybody. Okay, that was Michelle, who I believe is in the chat. I saw somebody just say something about Michelle being in the chat. Thank you so much for sending in a video. And as Michael said earlier, if you go to the website, you can find out all of Michelle's info and all of the tip jar info as well. Please, I know it sounds like we're beating a dead horse over this, but artists are definitely struggling right now as we try to navigate this world without live performance. So anything that you can do right now is an amazing help. And again, thank you Traction for having all of us together to do this. I mean, this is a wonderful way to spend a couple of hours, and I'm really enjoying watching all of these performances, people from all across the country, which again is another thing that we need to maybe do more of this when we can do live performance again, because having somebody from San Francisco and New York and California and North Carolina and Tennessee all in one show right now is really, really cool. And once we're all, over our Zoom fatigue, we should keep doing this because this is pretty amazing. I believe we are ready to bring on the next entertainer, who is one of our headliners for the evening. This is someone that I was lucky enough to work with 3 years ago, what is time at this point, in New York. Please welcome Joe Stevens. Hi, Joe. Joe, we can't hear you just yet. I don't know if you're muted, but we cannot hear you, or at least I cannot hear you. Also, can you hear me, Joe? I don't know if Joe can hear me. You can't hear me. No. Okay. Joe, we can't hear you. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about Joe while we try to figure out what's going on here. Joe Stevens is a California-born singer-songwriter who caught the songwriting bug at the age of 15. Yes, we can hear you now, Joe. Hi, Joe. Can you hear us? This is, well, if we, I could hear you. I don't know if everybody else can. This is going to be a great concert for just me. Okay. You still can't hear us, Joe? Then I'll point to you. Oh my gosh, my T is not working. I'll point to you when it's go time. There we go. All right. Joe caught the songwriting bug at 15, and he has a bachelor's of music from the Cornish College of the Arts in Seattle. I'm not sure where Joe is coming from. He's got an awesome mic. I'm not sure where Joe is coming from right now because every time I look, Joe is somewhere else in the country traveling and playing music and doing amazing things. So we're going to go ahead and welcome Joe to the set, and take it away, Joe.
All right. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Joe Stevens. I want to play you some songs. Well, the time goes past so fast, so slow. The footsteps fade on the longer road. The clock on the wall turns the new to old. Well, as the time goes past so fast, so slow. Well, the lovers walk in the falling rain, hand in hand singing the old refrain. Together we'll never feel no pain. Well, as the lovers walk in the falling rain, for every dream that falls to the side and waits to die, well, there's another dream that calls to come to life. Well, the city lights shine high above. Down in the streets, the people that work and love. Can you still hear the call of the morning dove? Well, as the city lights shine high above, yeah. Well, the smoke curls around the ceiling fan. The pipe she took from the sleeping man. Through the blinds is the light of the promised land. Well, as the smoke curls around the ceiling fan, every dream that falls to the side and waits to die, well, there's another dream that calls to come alive. Well, ain't that right? Well, ain't that right? Well, the time goes past so fast, so slow. footsteps made on the long dirt road. They tell their tales before the old wind blows. Well, as the time goes past, so fast, so slow. As the time goes past, so fast, so slow. As the time goes past, so fast, so slow. As the time goes past, so fast, so slow. Thank you. Thank you so very much. This is my first Zoom performance. I'm a little discombobulated, but I'm happy to be playing songs for anybody. All of these are slightly COVID themed. How could they not be? For all those of you who chose your name. Trevor talks to the radio. He walks around the room real slow. Hunker down when the cold wind blows. Ain't a soul around that he knows. Tucked away in a redwood grove, a chair beside a wood burning stove, brandy wine and orange cloves. See the divine in the pattern woven. He says, I ain't ashamed, and I chose my name, and I know when I reach my dying day that angels will take me just the same. Mason jars for herbs and food. He sings a song when he's in the mood. Doesn't mind at all his solitude. Try to read in the tea leaves that he brewed. Who'd have thought he'd live this way, tangled up in yesterday? Fold your hand down and walk away, and let them say what they're gonna say. He says, I ain't ashamed, and I chose my name, and I know when I reach my dying day that angels will take me just the same. Trevor talks to the man in the moon. He taps the table with a coffee spoon. Wakes the owl and the gray raccoon. Dirty hands pressed to commune. Well, on and on the story goes, like any other I suppose. Like any morning you arose to live life on the road you chose. He says, I ain't ashamed, and I chose my name, and I know when I reach my dying day that angels will take me just the same. Just the same. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. I thought I would bring out an old friend. This was my first guitar. This was my mother's guitar. She bought it and was a public school music teacher in Los Angeles and taught the kids the Beatles and got in trouble for teaching them rock and roll. I wrote hundreds of songs on this guitar. So I'll play you one of the old ones that I wrote on this. This is called Sunny Days. Sunny Day says that she's done with me. She says I've blown away. She says that there's better things that I could be doing today. Well, all the world loves sunshine and they're all feeling fine, as long as there's just a little bit of love for everyone. She says I've blown away. She says I'm done now. Well, but a lie, I know she will think of me every now and then. And I hope she will come back when I have changed. No, yeah, sunny days, how I miss you, oh, I miss you, babe. Sunny Day says that she's cried for me far too long now. Well, oh, she knows time's getting tough, but she says enough is enough, and this time I done her wrong. Well, oh, she'll keep going on and day after day. I talk to her and I know she hears what I say. I said I miss your sweet loving, babe. Send some loving my way. Well, but a lie, I know she will think of me every now and then. And I hope she will come back when I have changed. No, yeah, sunny days, how I miss you, oh, I miss you, Sunny Day says that she's done with me. She says I have blown away. So I'll find down this narrow street something to do today. Thanks. Might have been this whole thing. All right, what do I got? I got another Waiting Out the COVID song. I've been ever since COVID came along and shut down all the theater and other work that I was doing, I've been kind of floating around and staying away from people. It's going to be really great to see y'all again in person. I'm really not going to take it for granted. So, it's a song about waiting. These gray days, they carry me away over the hills of the coastal range that I live by, and I will try. I will look up into the sky, watching the geese like the days gone by. These gray days, making me sit and sing a tune. It's all I can do until the summer blaze blooms. And if I so choose, I could be awake and anew. Maybe it'll bring me to you. I don't know its ways. These gray days. These gray days, they got me looking into the well to see what stays and what's rolling by on its way. And I come to yesterday's hell, I know it well. As a matter of fact, tomorrow will fruit but of what I have yet to tell. These gray days. These gray days, they seem so cold and long, and I'll just sit and wait for the sun. Well, I've already passed the longest night, but I'm still waiting for the light patience will bring to you inside. They say these gray days, they carry me away out over the ocean waves today. old one from the Coyote Grace days. All right, I got a newish one for you. We humans are narrative creatures. We are storytellers. What makes us us? Tell me one small story, a time you were lonely, far from your home across the wide blue sea. Show me how you found your way to the mountain, awake on the shores of our wildest dreams. 'Cause I can't seem to find it, I can't see the light in it, I have lost my sight, it seems. And maybe in your story I might see the morning light come through to me. Tell me one small tale of a time you were pale and the sickness threatened your very being. Tell me one small truth of joy in your youth that was stolen from you by the powers that be. How then did you move through the anger that consumed you? I see you have come to forgive. And maybe in your telling I might too get well again and come to live. Tell me one small story, a sacred and ordinary, the way that we came to be human beings. Show me what we're made of, we're common and brave and awake on the shores of our wildest dreams. Now wildest dreams, oh. Thank you. All right, folks, I got one more for you. I so am grateful to Michael Woodward and all the people who put this together and all the other wonderful acts. This is quite the star-studded lineup. Now I'm going to play one that got adapted for a musical that I got to help write the songs for with Keaton Wooden. And your very own host, Donnie, was actually reading in the New York, one of the New York readings for it. We will see where it goes. It had to take a COVID hiatus, but we are tinkering with it, and we will keep you posted. This is the original version. This is called Following the Sound. And again, thank you so much for having me. I'm following a road tread by my father when he was a young man, following the sound, a bottle in his hand before he get it up the water. It wasn't ever in his plan to come on back around. I could not save him, I could not make him come down. No, it was his own soul to free. But now that I'm a man, I might go a little farther with a hammer in my hand, following the sound. I'm listening to the birds, well, they're singing in the morning. They're carrying the words of what's happening on the ground. The trees are gonna burn, and the temperature's rising. Crops won't turn when the rain is coming down. I cannot change it, I cannot turn the herd around. Like it was never meant to be. But what there is to learn, or maybe yet a little louder, for the people of the earth, following the sound. The weather changes mood. This poison once was food. To heed the signs of dried up dams, of shaky hands, we must cleave the false from the true. Oh, hey. Oh, I'm following a road with my brothers, sisters. We are shouldering the load wherever we are bound. Our mission is to grow and to steer the generations, building a home out of whatever we have found. We may not make it, some dreams come tumbling down. No, there ain't no guarantee, but it's the only life and the only way to live it. Here's one moment at a time, following the sound. Hey, oh, yeah. Thank you so very much. My name is Joe Stevens. I will see you next time.
Thank you so much, Joe. I don't know if you can hear me, but wonderful, wonderful to have you, Joe. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody, one more time, Joe Stevens. If you head to the website, you can find Joe's personal website, all of his information for tipping. God, I love that song. As Joe said, it was from a show that I was lucky enough to do a reading for. And love me some bluegrass music. Who knew? We are going to go ahead and take a 5-minute intermission now. So it is 9:32. This is your bathroom break. Grab a cup of water and then come back because we have another set of entertainers for you who are just going to knock your socks off. So thank you so much. We will see you in 5 minutes. Any second now. There it is. Okay. Got my light back on. All right. Hi, everybody. Nope. I can't tell if I'm live or if it still says intermission. We'll be back soon. So, we're back. All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning back in with us. We're very excited to bring you the second portion of tonight's show. I'm Donnie Cianciato. I'm so happy to be here co-emceeing with Michael Woodward for this performance tonight called Vibes. Our next entertainer that we had lined up, unfortunately, is not able to make it. This is, you probably hear my cat meowing. This was Miss Helly. She's an R&B singer, a soul singer, and unfortunately just is not going to be able to make it tonight, but her information is still on her website, so you can head back over there, find her, follow her on Instagram, check out what she's got, because she's amazing, and we're so bummed that she can't make it, but life in a COVID world throws crazy curves at us at the last minute. So we are going to go ahead and welcome back the next entertainer from, I believe you're in New York. Please welcome back, or two for the first time, Laura Americo. There we are. Hi, Laura.
Hey there, can you hear me?
How are you doing? Nice to see you. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes. Good. Yeah, I'm in New York. I don't know if you can see the boxes behind me, but I just moved into a new apartment today.
Today?
Today.
Thank you for.
Yeah, I'm toast, but I'm happy to be here. Happy.
We're happy to have you. And it says here that you just released an LP.
A EP, yeah, I did. Like New Year's Day.
Wow.
Yeah, it's out in the universe.
So you've been busy.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's been a slow burn with that one, but yeah.
Well, cool. We're so happy to have you. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Laura now.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm Laura Americo. I live in New York City. Yeah, I'm just gonna get started. But if you'd like to hear the not acoustic version of these songs, just go to my website. It's just myname.com. Anyways, oh yeah, for the ASL person, I accidentally put lyrics for 4 songs, but I only have 3 songs. So the one called Invisible Soul is out. I can't do it. Anyways, let me jump right into it. Okay. Let me take this off. This one is called Waves. This is about falling in love as a baby trans. We used to talk every day when you treated me like I was a silent girl. I was purple with your hair. You were orange and green with a tiny smile. But you didn't know that you were in my dreams. I wanted to be real, to be real. When we did it in real life, I won't be afraid. Your electric waves like pixels on my screen. There are times you read my mind, but you can't see we're inside of me. I wish it were true, but you weren't.
of pixels on my screen. Or I'll just pretend you did. I want you to think of me, or I'll just pretend you next one is called The Corporeal Journey, which is it's like, you know, the soul's traveling into the body, and then the soul is a body and a soul experiencing physical life, or something like that. Anyways, it's a song for babies. Peel away all the new dead skin, seal your heart beside what goes in your mind. Don't let it hold you. Howling back at you. Your lungs are made of seaweed. It's stolen from the jet stream. You are made of something, There is protein in the algae. Peel away all the new dead skin, seal your heart beside what goes in your mind. Don't let it hold you. Hear the moon howling back at you. All right. Okay, that was it. Let's move on to the next song. I'm so sorry to the ASL interpreter. I think I might have listed them wrong. My mistake. Okay. The third and last song. What was it? Oh no. Oh, yeah. This one is called The Illusion of Endings, and I had a friend who passed away because of anti-transgender violence, and the only way I can like deal with this particular trauma is through
song. So it's a tribute to that situation. Okay, here it goes. Thank you for showing up to this Zoom performance and supporting Traction, which is doing great things for the community, which right now is a time where a lot of people in these identities, such as mine, feel the most trauma and pain and difficulties to survive. Just normal base level things are hard outside of COVID times. And yeah, so it's a really rough time. It's a rough time, and I'm really happy that there's outlets like this out there doing work for the community. Oh, I see this. Donnie is suggesting I do a fourth song. Let me do an oldie goldie, a classic Laura Americo. Me and my sweet wifey, who was then my girlfriend, I taught her how to play drums for one of these songs so we can travel around the East Coast playing to queercore crowds. Anyways, I'm so sorry about the lyrics again. This is called The Infinite Lifespan of Antimatter. Spread my heart wide open for you. Take you into the air. Stars are distant cousins. Leave it alone. Now I can see. Cool. All right. I long so hard for the day where I can see you face to face and we can give hugs and high fives or whatever the people do these days. My name is Laura Americo, and just find me on the internet and we can like be internet friends, and who knows, maybe more. I don't know. All right, I'm out for now. Oh, hello.
Another performance spectacular. So next up is actually me. Surprise. Yeah, I created this show tonight because I really wanted to showcase there's so much talent in our community that folks may or may not be aware of. I know you've probably heard Anomaly, you've probably seen Joe before, but all these folks are so good and so talented. I too am a musician actually, and I actually started college as a voice major in Indiana, and you know, I only did that for a short time before I realized that there just wasn't going to be a lot of work for butch sopranos in opera. So I quit that and I moved on to something else. I have a whole other career now, but you know, my early days back before I transitioned, I was doing community theater. I did coffee houses, you know, the typical lesbian coffee house, playing my guitar. And I was also super involved in the National Women's Music Festival, which if you're old enough to remember those days back in the heyday in the 80s and 90s, that was a big thing for the women's community. And that really is kind of what inspired me to put together this show, because it's this particular show is, you know, singer-songwriters and folk singers and just folks doing it for the love of the music. After I transitioned, I moved to Tucson, and I co-founded a band called Too Much Information, which was founded by myself and two other trans folks. We added some cis folks to the band, you know, just to be, you know, non-discriminatory. But that's when I really found my real voice as a rock singer. And I so much more enjoy singing the way I sing now than I did before I transitioned. I think most trans folks can relate to that, but especially the trans men out there who may have sung before and kind of like, you know, am I going to be able to sing again? And trust me, it'll work. You just got to, you know, your voice is a muscle like everything else. So, but I'm not really very creative, so I don't call myself a songwriter. And I mostly do cover tunes. And I'm not very dexterous, so I don't play the guitar anymore because I'm just not that good. There's so many good guitar players out there that I'm like, why bother? I just stand here and sing and look pretty. And I like to sing songs that have a special meaning to me as a trans guy. While I'm not going to sing this live, I did make a video for you all to enjoy, I hope. And I really want to thank Jory Yarmoff, who's the guitar player in my new band, which is called The Right Bunch of Fellows. We also do classic rock. I imagine a lot of people in this audience might not even be old enough to remember some of the songs that we do. But hopefully you've heard this song. It's an oldie but a goodie back from my lesbian days. And it means even more to me now that I've transitioned. So let's roll tape.
The truth at 17, love was meant for beauty queens and high school girls with clear skin smile who married young and then retired. The Valentines I never knew, the Friday night charades of youth, spin on one more beautiful 17, I learned the truth. And those of us with ravaged faces, lacking in the social graces, desperately remained at home, inventing lovers on the phone who called to say, come dance with me. Murmur vague obscenities isn't all it seems. 17, brown-eyed girl in hand-me-downs, whose name I never could pronounce, said, pity please the ones who serve, they only get what they deserve. The rich relation, hometown queen, marries into what she needs, with guarantee of company, and haven for the elderly. Remember those who win the game, lose the love they sought to gain, debentures of quality, and dubious integrity. The small town eyes will gaze at you, small surprise and payment due, seeds accounts received. 17. Those of us who know the pain of Valentines that never came, and those whose names were never called, and choosing sides for basketball. It was long ago and far away, the world was younger than today. Dreams were all they gave for free to ugly duckling girls like me. We all play the game, and when we dare to cheat ourselves at solitaire, inventing lovers on the phone, repenting of the lives unknown, who call to say, come dance with me. Murmur vague obscenities, and ugly girls like me. 17.
$61 left. Oh, Michael, thank you so much for that. I'm so glad that you were able to send a video or give us a video so that we could hear your voice. Michael and I worked together in Tucson, and my light is burning out, so you're just going to have to see me in the dark, backlit, the way I like it. Michael and I worked together in Tucson when I first started testosterone in about 2012, and I also had a higher voice. I was a mezzo-soprano, and I was utterly terrified that I was never going to be able to sing again. And Michael kind of held my hand and walked me through it and was like, you're going to be fine. And it's definitely different than it was, but like Michael said, it's better now. It just needed some time to change and settle. And I wouldn't change it for anything. So thank you, Michael, for singing and for helping me out back in my baby trans days. Our next entertainer. Before we get to that, let me just remind everybody that on the website you can tip folks. That's our tip jar for the evening. So head over to the website, and every single performer is listed with a bio and all of our website links, social media links. Please find us, stalk us, send us messages. We love it. And then also, thank you. Thank you so much. I have a girlfriend who is also in performance. So just like that, it was incredible. So any tips you send my way, I'm going to give to her. And so PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, whatever the other options are, they're all on the website. So you can go check those out and find out more about all these people as well. Ironically, this next person is an entertainer who I think, to my knowledge, as far as I know, is the first trans person I ever met in 2004, I think. And I'm sure has no recollection of having met me, but I was working at a theater company at the time, and they dropped off a CD to see if because we were booking like nighttime music acts. And I'm not going to tell you how old I was, but I was younger. It was 2004. I didn't really even know that trans people were like a real thing. So this unicorn walked in the door and my head exploded because I just didn't know that that was an option. You know, so I have been a fan of this person for a very long time, and I'm very excited to be welcoming them to the screen. They've been touring the U.S. and Europe for over a decade. They have been named on the inaugural Trans 100 list, and their music has been nominated for numerous Out Music Awards, the German Music Critics Award, and was featured in the Emmy Award-winning documentary Out in the Silence. So please welcome to the screen, Nomaly Bennett.
Yeah, and of course, you should feel free to let me know if you're able to hear me. That's always a plus. I did a show a few months back and had a major sound malfunction. Things are real quiet and real awkward for a little bit. When you're waiting, the water's deep, the water's deep, the water's deep, and you're heavier than you ought to be, you ought to be, you ought to be, and you barely cast away your last amen, and the devil's got you by your feet again. Good night, oh lovely Virginia Woolf, good night, oh lovely Virginia Woolf, good night. When you're waiting, the water's deep, the water's deep, the water's deep, you're heavier than you ought to be, you ought to be, you ought to be. You barely cast away your last amen, when the devil's got you by your feet again. Good night, oh lovely Virginia Woolf, good night, oh lovely Virginia Woolf, good night. leave, cast away your last amen. When the devil's got you by your feet again. Good night, oh lovely Virginia Wolf. Good night, good night, oh lovely Virginia Wolf. Good night, good night, oh lovely Virginia Wolf. Good night, oh lovely Virginia Wolf.
All right, thank you. I kind of feel like I should have said like, hey, maybe we should check the balance of everything. So, but now that I have your attention, you can let me know if there's if you can hear everything okay, or if the guitar is too loud, or the voice needs to come down, or, you know, something like that. If the drum machine is rocking enough. Oh, yeah. This is a song for anyone else who's ever woken up at 3 in the morning, sometimes 4 in the morning, with, you know, just all the case scenarios going through your head.
Long is the night. You got fears you can't quiet, and you'd reach for any comfort that's in sight. What you ask for, what you get, well, it ain't always right. And hard is the day you can't find your pursued way, and it feels like nothing's ever gonna fall into place. What you ask for, what you get, it ain't always the same. And it's hard to find your words, to feel your courage when you're hurt. Sometimes it feels like you are wholly alone in this whole world. your dream. You can't wait from it. And you're heavily, but your mouth ain't making a sound. What you ask for, what you get, it ain't always what you found. If you press on, you might find your own steady ground. Oh, that was some tricky timing there to get that all to stop. Might not look like it, but there's just like outside these frames, there are walls. There are walls of technology. And kind of a funny thing is like, maybe I just do stuff to get my adrenaline flowing or something. But I got up from this little perch to get some water, and then I tripped over the cable that was plugging in my desktop computer, which is running like everything, like the audio, the video. It was just like, boom. And then I turned it back on, and it was like, your computer did not shut down properly. I was like, yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that. So I have a newish album that came out a couple of months ago, and I made this thing. I forgot to use it actually at I did an album release, and I made this thing with some stuff I got, and I actually thought it looks really funny because if you hold it and you think of it as being like a comp, it makes me look really tiny. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, I'm picking up the CD. It's just a regular size CD, and I'm super tiny. Or alternately, if you think of it as being like an album or LP, then I look gigantic. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's my album. It's called Light It Up. And you can make something like this too if you go to your Walmart and get some special foam core stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna play the title track from the album called Light It Up. There she's got a book inside. If only she had time to write it. So she's keeping it for someday. Then he's got a film half made. Just can't seem to find the ending. So he's keeping it tucked away. In spite of all we say, now we keep on putting off those dreams. And time just keeps on ticking while we think what we could or should have been. So light it up, how you still can. Make a life over just plans. It's not a life that you're gonna regret. You look back on all of this, you'll wish you did. Jenny, she's got a song to sing. Just too shy to lean into it, so she hums yourself. Just like that, it's gone, another dream up on another shelf. So light it up, well, you still can. Make a life over just plans. It's not a lot that you don't regret. You look back on all of this, you wish you did. You only get one life, one chance to get it right, one chance to pick your fight. You're never gonna find some other better sign, some bigger, clearer sign. So light it up while you still can. Make a life over just plans. There's not a lot that you gonna regret. You look back on all these years, the so-called failures and the tears. They're just the signs of a life well lived. Ain't you glad you did? Everyone's gonna dream, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks so much for tuning in here. And big thanks to Michael and Amy and everyone who's helping to put this together. I know there's a lot of stuff that goes into putting an event together. And yeah, Amy and I were working out some tech stuff earlier this week. And so, oh, there we go. Okay. I know she's probably like, I think I have like a lot of crazy stuff going on, but I bet Amy can out-tech me at her place. So earlier, well, actually it was last year. This is in a time, if you can imagine this. I have to get rid of a window. I'm sorry. You really gonna play with your mouse right now on camera? I just had to get rid of a window that was blocking the chat. Last year, if you can imagine this, it was actually, yeah, I guess it was it? No, like year before last, okay, because now it's 2021. And I drove from Iowa to North Carolina. Can you imagine doing that kind of travel? Crazy. And this is a very, it's not a uniquely non-binary experience, but I just think for me, I reach, when I get outside of places where I feel quote unquote safe, I'll do something like get out to put gas in my car and I'll look around and I'll just realize I'm sticking out. And that's kind of a weird feeling because like, I don't want to be, mistrustful and judgmental of people and the way they look, but I also don't want to be like naive enough to put myself in a dangerous situation. So this song is like, I guess about just about that trip and sort of wanting to believe the best of people. And then aha. Nothing more exciting than listening to someone tune their guitar on a warbly Bluetooth connection or something.
Drove the first 500 miles. Stopped and rested in Ohio. I've been around most everywhere. Become a connoisseur of the casual stare. I've traveled these roads alone more than I should, and I roam on my own, just hoping to find some common good. Past the Mason-Dixon line, Jesus saves on a handmade sign. I saw a truck on 64. There's flying flags from a long lost war. And I've traveled these roads alone more than I should, and I roam on my own, just hoping to find some common good. Past the Smoky Mountains, covered in hovering cotton, clouded in a mystery. Well, they probably say the same about me. I've traveled these roads alone more than I should, and I roam on my own, just hoping to find some common good. Just hoping to find some common good. Common good. I was just laughing a little bit at myself because like I guess I tend to handle the ukulele a little bit like a guitar and quote unquote like rock out in it a little bit, which I think looks a little bit silly, but you know, it's just, I don't know. I like to move with music a little bit. Whoa, what's going on there? Kind of a funny story about moving with the music is when I was in college, I was doing this this kind of jazz choir thing, and I had gotten a solo, and I was just looking for advice, you know, because I hadn't done a lot of singing, and someone said, like, just, you know, like loosen up and just kind of let yourself move, you know, and just feel it. And so I did, and then I saw the recording of it later, and I look like no joke, I look like one of the Muppets. I was just like, I was like, okay, that's too much. That's too much with the movement. So let's pull it back a little bit. This is one of my favorite tracks off the new album. It's called Do Over. Is there ASL for like I'm curious? Yeah, you guys, you're ready for everything. I love it. It's one of my favorite tracks from the album. It's called Till the Last Is the Next, and it's kind of about how a lot of us stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. And I know that especially living in Tucson with Michael and Donnie and all there's just amazing trans stuff happening there when I was transitioning. And there were so many people that sort of gave me a sense that it was possible. Anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta cue up my beats.
I think I probably used up half of my 30-minute set just like talking. What else is new? What else is new? Just move, Nominally. Just like feel it. Just move, just move.
And I wanna break from the bonds that hold me. Yes, I want to break them. Isn't it time? And I won't rest you. The rest of us are free. Till the last is the next in line. I wanna bring my sisters with me. Yes, I want to bring them. Isn't it time? And I won't rest you. The rest of us are free. Till the last is the next in line. Let's talk of freedom. Let's talk of rights. What's that mean when you're stuck in a fight? Just vying for a place at the end of a long, long, long line. And I wanna thank those who came before me. Yes, I wanna thank them. Isn't it time? 'Cause they wouldn't rest till the rest of us are free. Till the last is the next in line. Let's talk of freedom. Let's talk of rights. What's that mean when you're stuck in a fight? Just vying for a place at the end of a long, long, long line. With fallen day when oppression will cease. With fallen day, yes, isn't it time? And I won't rest till the rest of us are free. Till the last is the next in line. Till the last is the next in line. Till the last is the next in line.
Sorry, I got caught down a little rabbit hole there. Just at the end because I realized I could do two things at the same time, which is like I'm just doing that right at the same time. I'm sorry, I'm just making it up. So while I have this keyboard on my lap, I'm going to do this other song, and this is kind of it's funny, not funny, right? Because it's so common. Has anyone ever gotten like involved in a comment thread on Facebook or social media that didn't need to, but turned into a really nasty argument because somebody said something and then someone else said something? And so this was happening during the Democratic presidential primary. and it was getting so nasty. And I just thought, we're all on the same side, allegedly. So can we just go back to our corners and like dial it down a little bit? Yeah. So anyway, this was just kind of a funny. It's a fun song. I don't know. You could actually, if you wanted, you can sing along. It's a pretty easy chorus. I won't know if you're singing, but I'm going to assume. But the chorus just goes, "Come back to love, come back to love, come back to love, come back to love. Don't push, don't shove, yeah, just come back to the love." Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's the dealio with the song. All these songs are available on my new album, Light It Up, available on iTunes, Amazon streaming services, and at nomalybrennet.com. I don't know how we wound up here. The same old problem, but a different year. Treating each other with disrespect. We're turning the bullies on a common thread. Get hip, get hip, get hip to kindness. Yes, come back to love, come back to love, come back to love, come back to love. Don't push, don't shove, yes, come back to love. And I don't know just what to do. People get meaner than a caged raccoon. He said, she don't lie. You never would guess we're on the same damn side. Get hip, get hip, get hip to kindness. Yes, come back to love, come back to love, come back to love, come back to love. Don't push, don't shove, yes, come back to love, come back. We all ride together in the same big boat. If we keep on rowing, then we'll stay afloat. If we're taking on water, then we all help out. 'Cause if we don't stick together, then we're all gonna drown. Get hip, get hip, get hip to kindness. Yes, come back to love, come back to love, come back to love, come back to love. Don't push, don't shove, yes, come back to love. Please come back to love, come back to love, come back to love, come back to love. Don't push, don't shove, yes, come back to love. Wow. Wowie. Wow. I think I'm just like, I lost track of time a little bit. Do I have time for one more? Often I do, because in my mind, time is passing. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. Time is passing more slowly than I think it is because of the adrenaline, which is, it's a thing. It's a real thing, the adrenaline. It's such a pleasure to be here, and happy 2021. And it's great to hear so many trans and non-binary, you know what? I'm just not doing non-binary musicians, and see some old friends and check in. So great to hear Joe Stevens. We used to do shows together back in Tucson, and he just sounds so great. He's one of my favorite writers and performers. So yeah, and big thanks to the ASL interpreters and everyone behind the scenes for making this happen. I'm gonna do one more song here, and this is something I used to do actually back in Tucson. I wrote it quite a while ago, and then re-recorded a few different versions of it, and then I recorded what I think of as the definitive version of it just a couple of years ago. And then during the pandemic, can you believe I've gone my whole set without using that word? A friend of mine said, like, "Oh, I've been kind of messing around with video. Like, do you mind if I work on a video for that song?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." The song is called "We Belong," and he sent me back this video, and I was just like stunned. It's a song I've played, so many times and love to play, but just watching this video like brought tears to my eyes. So that's Sean Cullen, and if you have a chance to check out the video on YouTube, please do so when you have a chance. If you're ever on YouTube or online, I don't know if people are online much these days. The only thing more exciting than watching someone tune is watching someone play with their pedal board during a live stream.
Here's to all the tough girls. Here's to all the sensitive boys. We belong. Here's to all the rejects. And here's to all the misfits. We belong. And here's to all the brains and the geeks. And here's to all the made up freaks. Yeah. We belong. And when the same old voices say that we'd be better off running away, we belong anyway. And here's to all the one-hit wonders. Here's to all the mistakes and the blunders. We belong. And here's to all the fashion dumps. Here's to all the Friday night home alone. We belong. And when the same old voices say that we'd be better off running away, we belong anyway. Here's all the outspoken minorities. And here's to those who chose diversity. We belong. And when the same old voices say that we'd be better off running away, we belong anyway. And when the same old voices say that we'd be better off running away, we belong anyway. And when the same old voices say that we'd be better off running away, we belong anyway.
All right. Thank you so much. My name is Namali Brennett, and thanks for tuning and listening. Thanks again to everyone for putting this together. And yeah, now something happens, right? Somebody else comes up on the screen, or yep, there it is.
Yeah.
I can't even. Whoa! I can't even believe someone's capable of that. The just the switching with the.
No, I don't get it either. Thank you so much, Molly. Thank you for being here. Oh, I don't hear me.
Total pleasure.
You can.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right. Oh, thank you.
Michael.
Thank you. Donnie, thank you. Gosh, I'm just so impressed. Donnie, any parting words? I got some thank yous to say, but thank you also for being here, because your song was beautiful as always, and you have the best voice. And I look forward to seeing you on Broadway.
Oh, knock on pandemic wood. Yes.
Right, exactly.
Thank you so much for thinking of me and asking me to come in. It's been so great to see you and see all of the amazing people who performed tonight, some of whom I already got to work with because it's a small trans world, and that's amazing, and other people who now I can't wait to work with again. So I'm just very happy to be here. Thank you so much, Jasmine and Lauren, also for, really just helping make this accessible. I mean, that's just so incredible. And it's been a pleasure. So thanks, Michael. I'm so happy that we could do this. And now it's like almost 11 o'clock on the Eastern Seaboard, and I am ready to go to bed.
All right. It's only 8 o'clock here, so I got another hour or two.
You guys are good. Yeah.
But I just wanted to say thank you to all of our performers, to our interpreters, Lauren and Jasmine, Rainbow Bird Mom working in the background there. She has done an amazing job running this show technically. We threw a lot at her at the last minute, and she has just taken it with grace and done a great job. So thank you. Thank you. You know who you are, even though you wouldn't let me use your name. Also, thank you to Jen Odell, Shelly O'Neill, and Carolyn McGregor from Traction, working in the background on the website and helping us find the interpreters and all this great stuff. This is definitely not a one-person deal. So all I did was make some phone calls and send some emails and spent about 12 hours on that dang video. Anyway, I also wanted to mention that we did, unfortunately too late, get the video from Miss Kelly. So what we're going to do, and so that she can still perform, is we're going to post that on the Facebook event page tomorrow, probably, once Rainbow Bird Mom has gotten a chance to get some sleep. So you can still enjoy it, and she can still get some recognition, because she's got a great voice too. She's actually pretty different than the rest of the performers. She's a pop and gospel and does all kinds of great stuff. Her information is also posted on our website. So, and also for folks that happen to catch this later after the live broadcast, you can still tip, folks, because Venmo works all the time. So show your appreciation, show them some love.
Is the entire performance still available to see anywhere, or?
I believe that's the case. If not, Rainbow Bird Mom will correct me, but I believe it should all be available into infinity. So yeah, as long as Facebook exists, as long as YouTube exists, it'll be here.
Cool.
So you just got to know where to find it, and just search for PNW, and we'll be here. All right. So with that, I will say goodnight. Thank you, everyone, and look for another show from us probably in a couple months. This was so much fun. We're definitely going to do it again. All right. Night, everybody.
Night, everybody. Thank you.